When you think of the Nepalese, one of the first things that comes to mind are the Gurkhas, who have a more than 200 years relationship through the British Army. Out of all the Nepalese currently living in the UK, most of these are Gurkhas or come from a Gurkha background. But why do these Gurkhas remain in the UK?
Namaste, so I am Major Retired Tikendra Daldewal. I happen to be the elected chairman of the British Gurkha Welfare Society. I chose UK because, as you can imagine, with my 31 years in the army, I've spent more time out with the British and the British system and the British culture. So it's only natural for me to be very comfortable when I've spent most part of my life. I think we are well received and we are well accepted. The fact that the whole Gurkha Justice campaign, the settlement campaign, without the general British public support, we would have not been successful. And that is one reason we came here, is because the warmth was evident, and the welcome was with open arms. It was so warm, that's why you come. If you go to somebody's house, if you're made welcome, you stay, right? If you're not, surely leave,
Yet the Gurkhas are not the only Nepalese who live here in the UK. Every year, more than 10,000 international students come to the UK for a UK education. A large proportion of these are Nepalese students. But what life do they have in order to achieve this UK degree?
Hi, I'm Buddhi Sharma. I'm from Nepal. I was born in Dang district of Nepal in 1989, 28th of July. I'm a student in this country. I came here as a Tier 4 journalist student. I'm trying to get a master in business administration from here.
Namaste सबैलाई, मेरो नाम शिव कुमार पौडेल, मेरो घर पोखरा, अहिले युके मा पढाइको सिलसिलामा 2 वर्षदेखि अध्ययनरत छु। हाल अहिले म बिजनेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेसन कोर्स गरिरहेको छु।
When I was in my country, I was totally depend with my parents. They used to manage all my expenses. They used to pay for my foods, my education, my clothes and everything. But I feel a bit challenged here.
नेपालको कम्पेरिजनमा मेरो लाइफ अलिकति रमाइलो पारेको थियो। नेपालमा सबै फ्यामिली रिलेटिभ सबै आफ्नो हुन्थ्यो, सबैको सपोर्ट हुन्थ्यो, माया हुन्थ्यो, त्यही अनुसार नै लाइफ बितिरहेको हुन्थ्यो। र जब यहाँ आइसकेपछि यहाँको दुःख, यहाँको जुन एउटा कल्चर छ, यो कल्चरमा बिस्तारै हुर्किँदै जाँदा हल्का नरमाइलो पनि लाग्छ, गाह्रो पनि हुन्छ, तर सेटिस्फाई नै छु।
I was doing biology back in my country. It was good, but the thing was I was interested in business from my childhood. My father wanted me to become a doctor, but I was trying to get MBA degree. So I came here to study business, thinking that the UK degree and the UK education system might be good, and I found the same thing. It's really good here. It's practical based knowledge over here. When I was studying in my country, the only focus was on the theory. We didn't have so much of practical knowledges, but in this country it's really good.
मैले अहिले जे कोर्स गरिरहेको छु, म योबाट एकदम टोटली सेटिस्फाई छु। अहिलेसम्मको रिजल्ट राम्रो नै निस्किरहेको छ, किनभने मलाई यो फिल्डमा इन्ट्रेस्ट छ र म इन्ट्रेस्ट दिएर नै पढिरहेको छु। सायद म नेपालमा बसेर इन्जिनियरिङ गरिरहेको भए जुन प्याटर्नमा हामी उदा पढ्छौं त्यो प्याटर्न भन्दा यहाँको धेरै डिफरेन्स छ।
If you got a certificate from any reputed institution from UK, it carries a lot of weight anyway. When I say reputed, it could be any other institute as well. If it just says that UK, it carries certain weight, and it does. And it would mean that it would be easy for one to find employment because of that certificate itself. So that's why people tend to come to UK for further education.
Financially, अलिकति स्टुडेन्टलाई चाहिँ गाह्रो नै हुन्छ, किनभने 20 घण्टा काम गरेर तपाईको सबै खर्च त्यहीबाट मेन्टेन गर्नुपर्छ। र मलाई के लाग्छ भने जुन हलिडेजहरु हुन्छ त्यसमा चाहिँ फुल टाइम गर्नु दिनुपर्छ, किनभने हामी पढ्नी भनेर आइसकेको हो नि त, हामी पैसा कमाउनको लागि आएको हैन नि त। तर जुन हामीलाई हलिडे हुँदैन त्यति बेलामा चाहिँ 20 आवर्स नै ठीक छ मलाई जस्तो लाग्छ, किनभने हामी यदि हामीलाई 20 आवर्स भन्दा माथि अलाउ गर्यो भने हामी टोटली मनी माइन्डेड हुन्छौं। हामी जुन कुराले, जुन मकसदले, जुन उसले यहाँ आएको हुन्छौं त्यसलाई हामीले पूरा गर्न सक्दैनौं।
I just work 20 hours a week, so I don't have much money to spend as I used to spend in my back in my country, because I didn't have to worry about the money. My parents used to give me as much as I asked with them, but here you have to be really careful about your expenses, your money, and each and everything. That's the reason why Nepalese students, they are not being able to socialize, and they don't have much money.
Because international students are limited to how many hours they can work each week, some of them find they soon run out of funds.
They're sleeping out in the streets. People coming in Aldershot for looking for work. You know, like you got these Nepali restaurants, and they come there seeking for work. There's been cases where in Southall, if you go and park your car, you have students coming asking for money. So you see, I mean, so while saying it could be rumours, but it's not. It's just it can't be a coincidence that just one rumour. Everyone's talking about it.
Many employers of international students take advantage of their financial situation and exploit them.
When I came here, there was a lot of tension in the Nepalese students. They didn't have work to do. Some of them had work, but they were not paid well by the employees. They were totally exploited by the employees. I've heard some of them, they used to work for a week and they would just get paid like £80 per week. That was very, very bad. I was worried before when I came here was the work. If I don't get the work, then I won't be able to manage my expenses and my accommodation, my college fees and everything. By the time I got my work, I work in BP.
From 2011, the Home Office changed the rules regarding how many hours international students are allowed to work while they are studying. They are now no longer allowed to work while they are studying over here, and they are no longer permitted to remain in the UK once their course has finished. This in some ways will affect the students who are already here, because those rules will apply to them when their visas expire and when they want to reapply for their visas. Shiva is unhappy with the UK government policy because he says it is not flexible and it keeps on changing frequently. When Shiva and the other students came from Nepal, they agreed to certain terms and conditions, but now the UK government is changing these rules. Shiva feels that the UK government is creating certain differences between home and international students, and they are making it clear that the home students are the only students here. Shiva asserts that it is not fair because even the international students come to the UK paying large amount of money to study. He adds that there is certain pressure for international students, so when the government keeps on changing the rules, it gets even tougher for them. Studying the same degrees as these international Nepalese students are the home students of Gurkha origins. These Nepalese students have a completely different way of life.
Hi, my name is Pushpa Sanwa and I live in Farnborough with my parents, mom, dad, brother and sisters. And I come from Gurkha background. My dad was in army. He served for 15 years. About my schooling, I did my schooling. I finished, I graduated from back home, from Nepal, and also did my A-levels. After my A-levels, I came here and carried on with my other diploma and degree studies. So at the moment I'm doing foundation degree in photography. This is my second year. Having to mention about the difference between here and back home, I mean the lifestyle in here and back home, there is obviously a vast difference, but to me I don't think there would have been much of a difference, because I would have been carrying on with my studies and there would still be the same kind of support. The plus point about coming here is I think I got the chance to explore more, to learn more in different environment. Like it's more like international wise, you know, having to meet with different people from different background. Yeah, I feel really lucky and privileged to have been in this country with my parents and at the same time getting these opportunities. Talking about other Nepalese student coming in student visa, I understand why this is happening, and I mean the reason behind is it's clear that because of the political situation at the moment back home, it has kind of affected other areas really badly, like education sector, health, and all this kind of thing. So for a safer side, for a safer option, most of the youths, they are applying to go to other countries like Australia, US, and even here.
Despite these ongoing hardships the international Nepalese students face, they remain optimistic about what they will achieve by living here in the UK.
Talking about my future plans after I finish my studies in this country, I'll try to get a work permit over here, because if you get UK degree, then you get 2 years post-study work permit, and if I'll try to get that work permit, and I'll try to find a job according to my degree. If I fail to get a job, or if I don't get a work permit over here, then I'm just thinking to get back to my country and try to search the job according to my qualification. And I'm certain that if I have a UK degree, and if I have good knowledge, then I can certainly get a job in my country.
After having a UK degree, म चाहिँ यसलाई सही ठाउँमा सही रूपले युटिलाइज गर्न चाहन्छु। म चाहिँ अहिले आफ्नो पढाइलाई कन्टिन्युटी दिन चाहन्छु र मेरो चाहिँ MBA गर्ने प्लान छ। MBA फाइनान्समा गरिसकेपछि म चाहिँ केही समय यही नै सर्भिस गर्न चाहन्छु, र त्यो टाइम के हुन्छ हैन, टाइम अनुसार यदि यहाँ अपर्च्युनिटी मैले जुन चाहेको अपर्च्युनिटी भेटाएन भने म ब्याक टु नेपाल जान्छु र नेपालमै म बैंकिङ लाइन भित्र छिर्नेछु।